Hello everybody and welcome to our Thursday night stream. Oh, it feels like it's been a long time. Every time we change the schedule, it just kind of shuffles things around, and it feels like it has been a while, but I was literally hanging out with you guys just a week ago, so thankfully it hasn't actually been all that long, and we're back and doing some more EVE Online. We had some people vote for more wormholes the last time we did a poll to see what we did next, and yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing, but not in this, because I don't, while it does have probes on it, and I could, yeah, maybe not the best choice. So let's jump in the far-seeing Sycamore, our Metamorphosis, our scanning ship, and get down to some business. Alright, let's undock here. I did pre-scan the system just a little bit, found us a wormhole, and hopefully it's still got at least 4 hours left on it, and something that we can go ahead and explore, because it is conveniently right here in our system. Also, we now have Omega status, so we have cloaking, guys. Trained up the skills for it. We can use a covered up cloaks on this ship, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. Let's go ahead and warp up to the wormhole here, check the status of it. Gonna turn my volume down just a touch. Everything seems very loud tonight. I could not tell you why. Let's see what we got. I won't last another day. Yes! Means it still has 4 hours at least. So let's go check it out. There were so many signatures in here. I can't wait to jump in and get going with it. We are just going to slow boat on up to the wormhole here. I'm starting to get into the habit of doing 10k instead of 0 because I don't want to disrupt the cloak. Good habit to get into if you're using a covert ops cloaking device. But for right now, I'm going to align to this. That breaks our gate cloak so we can engage our own cloak. And then we can warp right on over there. Now, fun things to know about cloaks. You cannot be seen on D-scan while you are cloaked, but you can still be scanned down with combat scanners. So just keep that in mind. You see those combat probes, you are not safe, even while you are cloaked. Also, another important note, you cannot launch probes while you are cloaked. See? You will have to uncloak, launch your probes, and then when this cool little gray timer finishes running out, you can then recloak. But we will start with this guy. Waiting for the recloak here. There it is. And let's pull up the system map. Alright. Now the only thing I did pre-scan in the system was our exit wormhole, so that is already scanned down. Which was a bit pointless actually, because you know, I closed the game and reopened the game and it resets what you scanned down when you do that, so yeah. But if we figure out that it is our exit wormhole, we will just go ahead and ignore it, because we already have that bookmarked. There's no need to scan that down again. And we did already get our opportunity for scanning 5 signatures. So yeah, literally no reason to rescan the exit wormhole. So, like I said, there's a ton of signatures in here. I'm very excited to see what all we can find. Hopefully some nice data and relic sites. That would be pretty good. Still don't have the 50 high-tech pieces that I need for the ligature scanner blueprints that we found. Ooh, this is a different wormhole. Nice. So this will be something to check out once we've scanned down everything in the hole. It's a potential chain option, so we'll just get this locked down and then move on to the next thing. But yeah, so we're still looking for those data sites so we can get the high-tech pieces for our ligature combination analyzer. This one's being difficult. I guess it wouldn't be fun if it was easy, right? Although I still find it pretty fun even when it is, so I guess it just depends on you as a person. I am also training up, now that we have the cloaking thing. Oh, I didn't scan down the 5 signatures, so there you go. Just did that. Now, let's see what this guy is. Oh, that's way the heck out here. Okay. Get it centered up here. Kind of forgetting to do my E-scan. I need to be better about that. Like I said, they can still combat scan you down. So you got to be watching for it. Alright, we got the bubble out of the way. A little bit better locked down. We can jump down to 2 AU. Get a little bit better bead on this thing. Yeah, I should have moved that down a little bit. Okay, it's another wormhole. I've had these before where it's just like every signature is a wormhole to somewhere else. So we'll see. I mean, this might be the same kind of thing. Or maybe not, who knows. But we will find out. Alright, so we got that one locked down. Got this guy. Honestly, I think I want to do this. This the one? Yeah. Since we're all the way out here anyway. Alright, so let's start at 4 maybe. Usually if they don't have the bubble, I'll start at 4. And if they do, we just follow the advice of the bubble. Put the probes around it. I do have my other scanning skills on the docket for training after the levels 4 and... Is it 4 and 5 or 3, 4, and 5? I think it's 4 and 5 of archaeology and hacking. Just so anytime I do have Omega, I have access to the higher tier skills and can fit up the ships a little bit differently if need be. And can just scan stuff down faster. Always handy. I don't intend to... I don't imagine I'll be maintaining Omega for super long periods of time though, so I am still making all of my preparations to do the stuff that I wanted to do as an alpha. But just taking the opportunity to train Omega skills and stuff while I have Omega, because I literally can't even train into that stuff as an alpha. So those things won't count against the 20 million-ish points of stuff you can actually train into as an alpha. Yeah, so we got a relic site here. Hopefully not a forgotten. Maybe a crumbling or ruined or something to that effect. Okay. Forgotten. Dad, got it. Alright, well, it's no good. Not in this ship. Alright, let's go over here where all the signatures are. I wasn't here mining just a little bit earlier, getting some Nesis, trying to get enough isogen for my battleship project that I've been working on. It's tough. It's really tough. You would not believe how much isogen a project like that takes. Like, it's a lot. It's a whole lot. I don't have a great source for Noxium, so I did just go ahead and buy that, as well as the different components that I'd need for it, because those are all made from planetary interaction stuff. And while I am currently Omega for like another week, I know for sure I'm not going to have the time to train and train all the PI skills and then set up a whole thing to manufacture all that stuff on my own. So I just bought that all for now, but I am trying to mine absolutely everything else. Like, obviously I can get isogen, Deedrine, and Megasite from Wormhole ores, which we're in wormholes a lot, so it makes sense to go grab them while we're here. And obviously Mexilon, Pyrite, and Tritanium are readily available in any high-sec system. Okay, there's another relic site in here somewhere. That's cool. I did look earlier, this is a C2. I do like that there's a relic site in here. Don't know what kind, but hopefully a good one. Oh, this is also a relic site. Nice. We're zoomed in pretty close, so that movement bit is a little more sensitive now. There we go. Ruined Greastas. Perfect. Let's recall our drones. We're going to move our mobile depot into the main hangar. We're going to stop the ship. And let's go ahead and deploy this to us. I can't do that while cloaked. That makes sense. Alright, let's launch for self. While we wait for the cloak to cool down so we can use it again, we're also waiting for the mobile depot timer to go off so we can refit into our relic analyzer. William O. Anderson, hello. How are you doing tonight? Honestly, I'm not going to re-engage the cloak until we're done refitting. I don't know if it would interfere with the actual refit itself or scooping the mobile depot, but I have a feeling it would because it seems to interfere with everything else. Alright, use fitting service. Let's swap for the relic analyzer. Huzzah. and scoop this guy back to the hold and drop him back in the mobile depot. Cool. Now, put back up and head over to this ruined Grease's area. See if we can get the perch first try here. Usually can, sometimes there's too much lag though. That should do. Yeah, it's a monolith one. I love that. Alright, and let's try our spots. Perfect. We are on grid. Don't see any ships in the area. Alright, so let's go ahead and warp to the first one. I've noticed something interesting. The thing will literally tell you can't be within 2,000 meters of something or it interrupts the cloak. But even when you're outside of that range, sometimes it interrupts the cloak anyway. Yeah, so I have to uncloak to target, lock, and... Jeez. There we go. Okay. Now I think I can recloak. No. Okay. Maybe now? Okay, you can, but it breaks your target lock. But this is still open. So that's interesting. So even if you break your lock, you can still do the thing. That's cool. Alright, but now I have to uncloak. It's like a whole process, so we'll just stay uncloaked for this part. Okay. So it looks like I am going to want to put my auto targeter back on to use as an early warning system. Even though we have the cloak. I'll take that. Alright. Cargo. We'll take that. Alright, like I said, we'll just stay uncloaked for the duration of this. And just kind of use it when we're in our safe scanning and stuff. Makes sense to me. Come on. There we go. Yeah, the whole cloaking thing is very new to me. It's been a long time since I played as an Omega. In fact, the last time I did, it was before they had the Alpha and Omega system. It was just, you were either subscribed or you didn't play. So, yeah, I haven't messed with cloaks for a long time. Let's get back into the swing of things with all of that. But like I said, I don't know if I'm going to end up maintaining Omega all the time, so I don't want to get into the habit of relying on the cloak instead of my own wits, because, well, it's a helpful tool. Definitely not something you just want to count on all the time. Seems like a good way to get yourself in trouble. There we go. Easy enough. Yeah, not much in that one. I kind of figured with the blue system core that it's usually an indicator that it's a lower value scan, but you don't know until you find the core, and once you find the core, like, you might as well just pop it anyway, right? Alright, let's warp over there. This is an interesting one. Love that. Okay. Not what I was expecting. At all. I'll take that. I wholeheartedly expected that to be clear on the other side of the board. For it to be right in that corner was very surprising. That's what we've got so far. What's the 0? Okay, we'll take that gladly, and that gladly. I could do without that, but I can kernel rot it, and it doesn't do anything to us. Okay, so here. Alright. Surprised again. Yeah, so a couple days ago I was doing some wormhole mining. Nothing too crazy, at least I didn't think so. And then I see on DScan someone set up an interdiction thing right on the exit. Like, no. I mean, I didn't know that it was on the exit for sure, but like, I was reasonably sure that's where they'd set it up, because why would you not set it up there? And yeah, I warped to within 100 kilometers. Definitely was right where I thought it was. So I was kind of trapped in this wormhole. Had to find a back door. And it was quite the experience. Luckily, the very next wormhole that I jumped into had a connection to a high-sec system that was only 7 jumps from where I started. So very fortunate turn of events, but definitely could have ended badly. So you just never know what you're going to get in these things. I actually went in later that day, it was clear, so I went back to do some more mining, and then I saw him set up again. But like, man, at least I saw his ship, so I knew he was going to set up. So I actually warped for the exit before he deployed the interdiction field. And he deploys it while I'm warping. I thought for sure that I was like dead, because I was in adventure, so like I didn't have cloak or anything. But I happened to land right on top of the wormhole, and I was able to jump out before they could lock me down or anything, so that was pretty good, honestly. That was a rough one. There we go. I think that was the last one, wasn't it? Look to the safe just to be sure. Yeah, that was it. Cool. So we can head back to our safe and keep scanning stuff down. Let's 100 here. And get rid of our perch. We don't need that anymore. Alright, about 14 million so far, not too shabby for our first site of the day. Obviously we're going to start here on this other relic site that we managed to identify, but hadn't fully scanned down just yet. Let's launch some more probes, get the cloak going, and get our system map back up. And wouldn't you know it, we are basically right on top of that guy. Which is why it was identified in the first place. We were scanning real close to it. Let's actually start it at 2 AU. I think that'll do. Alright, looks like it's 11,000,006 without the probes in there. So just note that those add about 3 million. We'll have to take that off our total. Just good to have extra probes though. You don't want to get stuck out here because you didn't have an extra set of probes. On a Ruined Angel site. Yes, thank you very much. Alright. Go for perch creation. Couple seconds here. Alright, so far so good. Alright, perch was successful. Now these angel sites, they're the good stuff. Very typically, they will have some of the best and most valuable loot that you can get from relic sites. And I'm very much looking forward to getting in there. Let's go ahead and decloak now. Okay. I'm just gonna leave that alone for now. And that, honestly, I'm just gonna go around. No point messing with all that. Beautiful. Yep, that jumped us up to like 20 mil. One can in the angel site. That's what I said. They are the good stuff. Alright. Yeah, not much in those. That's alright. They're not all winners. First one was a pretty good load, though. Happy with that. Alright, I love when they give you little boosts right off the bat like that. That's always great. Okay, I'll take that. Take that. There we go. I hate these so much. Alright, perfect. We can take that with what we've got. There we go. Yep, that pushed us up to 30 million-ish. Like I said, give or take 3 million or so for the sisters probes and the cargo. Swap to 0. Alright everybody, welcome to the stream. Doing a little bit of wormhole exploration. Usually what we get up to, so you know the drill. Feel free to chat, lurk, whatever you prefer. But ultimately just hang out with us and have a good time. Oh, I hate that I had to pop it for that, but... Okay. Get one shot off. Yeah, we're good. That was a little closer than I would have liked. But any that you can walk away from, so... This... Yeah. Once we're getting all these relic sites, I wonder if we can beat our record tonight. Previous record was 116 million. There we go. If we find a lot of angel sites, maybe we can. Alright, looks like this site has 1 can left. We'll grab it, and then we'll scan down some more of these signatures here. And see what else is in this wormhole. We've already got 2 wormhole connections from here, so we end up not having anything else to do. We've got places to go. Okay. Okay. And there we go. That was hardly worth it. Alright, get rid of our perch. This site's done. Stack everything, including that one with 36.9, so basically 33.9 after we subtract these guys. When I was first starting out, that was like a whole night. So I'm glad that our skills have improved somewhat from then. Alright. Hopefully there's some more relic sites in here. I'll take some data sites if there's data sites. I like both. And I have equipment for both, so... Definitely ready for either scenario. Okay, got another wormhole connection, looks like. We're gonna have some options when we finish this guy off. Moving on. This guy centered up. Let's start right at about 2. One of the things I keep scanning down in wormholes a lot is the new deep flow rifts. Have you guys tried any of those yet? Something very new to the game, and I have not touched them at all. Heard some of the corp mates talking about having to use tractor beams to like hold them closed or whatever, and another wormhole, good lord. Gonna be what, number 4? Connection number 4? It's gonna go with some options. Yeah, like I said, I haven't really tried them yet. So really no idea what that whole process looks like. I usually like to study up on stuff before I try it in Eve. Kind of get an idea what I'm looking at going up against. Before I jump into stuff like that, so... It might be a while before I try one, but I'll get to it eventually. They pop up all the time, so down. Okay, we've got another relic site. That's nice. Could be a forgotten. So, crossing my fingers here. But it's something that we can run. Have... Forgotten. Damn. I was really hoping there. Alright. That one's not for us, I guess. No worries. There's plenty of signatures in here. It looks like we're gonna have to go 8 to get this whole thing. I have no idea which of those is closer. Probably this one. Yeah, I mean, let's just give it a shot. Not what I wanted. There we go. Not that one, and it's the other one. We'll know soon enough. Yep, that's where it was. Welcome, everybody. Remember, if you're not following yet, go ahead and drop us a follow. Helps with our follower goal. And gets you notifications when we go live, all that fun stuff. So, good for everybody. But it does help the channel and we appreciate it. So, thank you. Otherwise, just sit back, relax. Chat if you're up for it, or just lurk if that's your thing. Ooh, a data site. Okay. We like data sites too. Gotten a lot of good stuff out of data sites in the past. Looking forward to get more in the future. Hopefully this is one of the 3 varieties that we can do without encountering any bad guys. And this keeps scrolling on me. Unsecured. Nope. That's for someone else. Which sucks, but what are you gonna do? Sometimes you just don't win the roll there. What we really need is a nester, and we could set it up for scanning and combat. We could come into these unsecured sites and stuff and still run them anyway, regardless of the fact that there's enemies there. I have heard that the loot in the cans is not as lucrative, though, on those, so I don't know if it would even be worth it. Okay. Let's widen the net a little bit. We're centered right on that thing, so... Oh, I see. It's in a giant bubble. That's probably not going to take either, is it? Oh no, it found it. Okay. Alright, let's give it another 4 AU scan. Seems to be what it's calling for, but more centered up. And it looks like that's our exit portal. So let's get it scanned just enough to identify it as a wormhole, and then we'll leave it alone. Because we have a bookmark, so it's not really much point in scanning that down all the way. As I'm sure you know. Oh, well, it's locked now. Alright. Alright, that's great. So what's next? This person here. That's centered up. What is that? 4? Yeah. So there's a lot of signatures in here, but a lot of them are turning out to be wormholes and stuff, so who knows what we're going to end up with ultimately. We have gotten a couple relic sites out of this place, though, so not mad about it. Man, if that's where it is, it's like right on top of this ore deposit here. Ooh, a gas site. We like gas sites. It's just a minor perimeter reservoir. That's okay. If it was a vital core, we'd be going to get our venture like right now. But not so much. Nevertheless, we can always conclude the episode by mining up a little bit of gas. Doesn't hurt anything. Just depends on what the other wormholes have to offer. Ultimately, that's a little big. Or should you? They may end up being too hot, or just having already been exploited fully, or, you know, it might just be endless strings of wormholes. Who knows? It looks like there is another data site hidden out here. I do like a data site. Okay, we've got yet another wormhole. The system has so many wormholes. It's got like 6 or 7 that I've seen so far. Alright, so we got that locked down. Next up is our data site. It looks like the probes are either quite a bit above or below. Looks like below. Quite a bit below. Alright. Let's just try it at 1. See if we're close enough to just lock it down. I mean, it was orange before we did that last scan on the wormhole, so this should be pretty close to its real location. Yep. Central Sancha data site. Nice. Go ahead and pull the probes in for now. We're going to need to uncloak real quick. We're going to stop the ship. And we are going to launch our mobile depot. go ahead and close the system up while we're waiting. Wait for this timer to run out so we can switch to our data analyzer. That is down here. It occurs to me, I should probably bring a small standard container with me to throw all the loot in, so I don't have to like scroll through my inventory to see where my data and relic analyzers are at. Plus, it'd give us a more accurate read on the loot value, because the can would only contain loot. Use fitting service. Swap back to the data analyzer. And let's scoop this guy. Get him back in the mobile depot bay. Hook back up. And let's find that data site. There you are. Alright, let's get ready to make a perch. So hopefully that one worked. I think it should. That's cool looking. There we go. Elemental transmutation field. Alright. Good, and warp 0. Drop the cloak. Alright, here we go. Okay. I do hate those nodes. They hit like trucks, man. Thank you. Okay, guess we're going up for now. Maybe down this way. Get rid of that. Alright, we're gonna have to use the shield here. And we're gonna use it again. There we go. Whew. Hey, high-tech tools. I know they're not like the most valuable thing you could find, but I need a bunch of those. So I'm here for it. I am here for it. Alright, next up, we got another mainframe. That went well. Right. That's... Alright, we'll take all of that. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, the payout on this data site has not been near what the Relic sites were. At least not so far, but that's okay. Like I said, we like data sites too. I'll just take what the wormhole gives me. That. Okay, that was not a great one. Ugh. Signal 5 element. Yeah, I got one more can in this site. It's been pretty disappointing so far. Really only netted us maybe like 3 or 4 million. Better than nothing, but not been the best side of the night for sure. Alright, take that. Oh, that's just a rough one. Alright, let's roll a 6 our way all the way up here. Take 2 hits. Okay, I'll take that. Was it down here somewhere? It is in fact. Let's do that. There we go. Alright. That was it, as I recall. Let's get rid of this perch. Don't need that anymore. Back everything. Alright, we're at 45.3, which basically means we're at 42.3 because we're subtracting this guy. Not a bad haul so far, but we can do better. Alright, so we got all this stuff scanned down. This is our next guy. Eight. Probably. Yep. Shot. Alright. Got rid of the red globe around it. Have a better idea where it's at. Get it within 2 AU. Okay. They're going to be a little difficult to scan down. That's usually a pretty good sign, honestly, that it's something you want. Bring it down to 1. This should at least identify it. Okay, we got a data site. We do like a data site. Though sometimes they do not prove to be super lucrative. So that is okay. And it's an unsecured, so that's no good to us. Now that said, this should be where we scan for this guy. This is the furthest from where we originally scanned to get this whole line thing. So let's give it a look. Maybe 2AU. This is the last signature for this system, so if we don't find anything good here, we'll check out some of these wormholes we scanned down. Including this one, apparently, because it's just a system full of wormholes. A veritable Swiss cheese system, as it were. And there we go. Got our wormhole setups there. Let's just go from the bottom, I guess, and we'll go scan these guys down and check their info and see what we're looking at here. Honestly, we're just going to go through the first one that meets our criteria. Something that'll be around for at least 4 hours, something that's C1 through 3. Alright, show info. Unknown parts of space, beginning decay, probably won't last another day, hasn't had its stability disrupted, and medium sized, which usually indicates a C1. Okay. Honestly, I do want to see if there's any wormholes to low or null sec, because there's stuff we need to get up to out there. So we will check those out real quick. But worst case scenario, that very first one on the bottom is a good choice for us. This is our exit, isn't it? Yes. Okay, so yeah, BML is our exit. When we just came from, CVB. One we just checked out. Go check out FSL. Sort by ID number. For some reason it's sorting by distance, and I don't love that. Alright, show info. Hey, Yoshi Senryo. Thank you so much for the raid. Appreciate that. That is awesome. Okay, looks like it goes to a C1. Most likely that would be a good candidate as well. Okay, PML. I see. Actually want this to go descending. Okay, BML we've checked out. CVB we've checked out. FSL we're at right now. So let's go look at this guy. I'm glad you all could join. Just doing a little bit of wormhole exploration. Feel free to drop follows if that's the kind of thing that you're interested in, and of course, chat, lurk, whatever works. But I appreciate that you're here. All right, look at this. Okay, this goes to null. Like I said, that is something we were looking for. Got at least 4 hours on it. Has not yet started to decay, and only the smallest ships can pass through this wormhole. This is a frig hole. Okay, and then for anyone watching, hey, thank you so much for the greetings. Appreciate the raid, and I'm glad you're here. Yeah, let's sneak through here and see what we can get up to. Like I said, we got a couple things to do in null. We'll pull this up super fast. It's hacking. We need to do 10 more cans hacked in, or no, that's low sec, sorry. 14 more in nullsec. And the advanced navigation, I think there's also stuff to do in there. High sec, low sec. Yeah, I need to visit 2 more systems in different regions in nullsec. So this potentially will be one of those. Alright, looks like we are alone in the system. That is a lot of noise. Holy crap. Okay. Let's go ahead and save our exit. Alright, and let's see about finding a place to set up a safe in the system. Alright, so let's line here. Engage our own cloak. And work with 100. There we go. Now, it looks like we are mostly combat signatures here. There's one thing to scan down, and that's going to be our exit wormhole. So let's just jump to our safe and get that officially set up. So if we ever come back to this system, it's there. And then we're going to go right back to our wormhole because there's not much for us to do here. Alright, let's edit location. Okay, and then back to our exit. Drop within 10 kilometers of that. Yeah, it always sucks when you come somewhere looking for to do, and there's just one signature to scan down, and you know that's going to be the wormhole you came in through. But that's fine. There were plenty of other options. Back in our first wormhole here, so let's jump back through and keep seeing where the rest of those wormholes go. Maybe one goes to low, maybe there's another nullsec connection, or maybe we'll just end up in another wormhole system, which would also be a-okay. Alright, so we won't be going back there. We can get rid of exit 1. And here, sort by ID. What are we next to right now? Q003. Okay, PMO we've looked at, CVB we've looked at, FSL we've looked at, IIM is what we're sitting next to, and RQ looks like the next one. So we'll align to our cloak. Alright. Working within 100 then. Okay, that's an interesting look. Dangerous unknown parts of space. That's not for us. We're looking for C1 through 3s. Those have the data sites and relic sites that we are looking for. Let's check out SRG. And we should be able to cloak now that we're not next to anything. This time we can get just a touch closer. So we can go right in if we decide that we want to do that. I would guess that that is a C5 based on the red eye look to the wormhole. Let's see what we've got. Dangerous unknown parts of space. Beginning of K. Alright, so that one's also not necessarily for us. We've got VJL. Let's give that a look. And that's actually the last one. So that's not what we're looking for. We'll go back to some of the ones at top. They were more the kind of stuff we're looking for. Alright, show info. This one also goes into null security space. So let's check that out. Might get lucky and find a system that hasn't been explored yet today. And technically every system has been seen by someone. But it might not have been explored yet today. So we'll give it a shot. Okay, let's go ahead and save this as 2. Go ahead and default for 2 days. Alright. Yep, looks like this is a new part of nullsec. And it looks like we did complete our navigation thing there. So it's in a different region. We've got a couple things. One of them is this wormhole right here. No one is in local. So first thing we're going to do is save the exit. And then next thing we're going to do, since no one is in local, we'll go ahead and align to this. And then we're going to stop real quick. and deploy our probes. I'm going to do center on my ship, which can 0.5 AU and analyze. That'll scan down the wormhole that we're sitting next to. Okay, and now we're going to go ahead and do within 100 of this guy. We can set up a safe. This is a nice big system. Dang. Alright, we're going to go ahead and engage our cloak. And then we're going to warp over to our safe. Which we can go ahead and edit. Alright, that's set up. And so while we're just chilling here, we can scan down this other signal, hopefully something that we care about. Data site, relic site. Either would be great. Hopefully it has at least 12 cans in it. But anything is obviously progress towards completion of our career goal. Okay. And that is suspiciously close to our wormhole, but we already scanned that, so... Alright, 2 AU. Hey, it's a relic site. Okay. Alright, we're excited now. We'll have to switch out our analyzers. That is A-okay. Had good luck with relic sites tonight. So hopefully that trend continues. So we got it locked down. It's a ruined angel site. Yes. The angel sites are the best. Okay. First things first. Switch out our module. We're going to need to stop ship. And we're going to need to decloak. There's another person in local. And it's someone we don't like. That could be less good. Yeah, it did. It's someone that my corp is not on good terms with, as far as their corp. Which is never great. So, we're sitting in our safe. We're pretty good for now. Just watching out. He's gone. So, he left system. Either not checking D-scan or just doesn't care. Either way, it works out for us. Okay, so we need to swap out. And yeah, hopefully he's not like a scout or something, because that would suck. either way, we should make this a hasty mission here. Add a cloak back up. And warp to 0 on this. Get ready to set up our perch. Now I'm just waiting for like 15 ships to pop into local. Let's try the perch. It does work. That's good. All right. Started. Hey, Qback Kizzle, thank you so much for the follows. Appreciate that. Oh, come on. Oh yeah, decloak, right. And I'll have to wait a second to target. There we go. Alright, there's someone back in local again. New person. Alright, let's go to our perch. Next one. This is actually why I prefer wormholes. Because, like, in a wormhole, these people would not know that I was here. But because of local, like, they know right away. Which seems kind of lame to me, personally. Alright, let's get in there. I mean, it's great for me to get intel on them, but like, they can also get intel on me. And I really prefer to just like not know that the people are there. And really that they not know that I'm there, more importantly. Yep, there's a Viator. It disappeared off E-scan. Gotta be like right here. I could take the hit, but oh, it sucks. Yeah, there it is. If that's useful, that is useful. That works. Alright. Okay, and we're alone in local again, thankfully. Oh, that's nerve-wracking. Dude, like, I'd rather just know that, not know that they're there. Better for my nerves. Maybe they're just not like an exploration corp. They just don't care that much. Okay. Alright, looks like we got 2 cans left. I'm starting to feel a bit better being the only person in local. But you never know if they're just gonna like run and tell someone that you were here, so I want to make this quick. Alright, I've got 1 can remaining. No one else in local, not seeing any combat probes or anything like that. Honestly, don't know if those people were even checking B-scan. They would have seen me if they had been. I mean, obviously they knew I wasn't local, but if they were paying attention to that, who knows? Some people are bad about that. I can't even imagine, but that's... Oh my, okay. And there we go, that's it. That was hardly worth staying for. Okay. Alright, let's get rid of this perch. That's no longer necessary. Alright, we did get a decent amount of loot from that. We're up to about 57 million total for the night. Once we get in our safe, we'll go ahead and cloak back up. And then head back to our exit. Alright, that was good. That was a good little run there. So we'll pop back into our wormhole, and we'll see about getting to another wormhole system. Remove this. So we just had Labor Day here in America. Any of you guys are from the States? What all did you get up to this weekend? Anything fun? Hopefully. Okay, so BNL is our exit. We're gonna go to CVB. Should be good. The line 2. And cloak back up. And warp to time kill. Let me rush here. Yeah, we just had some family in town for the weekend. Always a good time. I like to shop and stuff, so we hit up thrift stores and Goodwill, Salvation Army, and some local spots. And let me double check the info. Steampunk Festival, nice. Good choice. Another part of space, beginning of decay. Doesn't have its stability. Messed up, so that's the one we're going for. Dubstep. Yes. Thanks to our friend, Swarm of Zambonis, using my referral link and then doing a subscription for themselves, I got 15 days of Omega. So I went ahead and trained up Cloak, and I'm playing with that for the next few days. Yeah. I'm also working on getting archaeology and hacking up so I can use the Tech 2 modules. I doubt those trainings are going to be finished before I run out of Omega, but I'll be closer. Sounds good, sir. Enjoy dinner. Alright, so we're in a new wormhole. Go ahead and save the exit. Okay, got that done. And let's take a look at the system as a whole. Oh, it's a tiny one. Okay. So we're going to be heading this direction, but we're going to align first. Get our cloak on. And warp to 100k. Well, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to go to the planet, but that's alright. Thankfully, we are cloaked. So, we should be okay. But yeah. Yeah, that was an accident. And not something I want to warp into in an exploration ship. Now, let's go ahead and edit this guy. Alright, move it to the right folder and get rid of the exploration. There we go. So let's drop the cloak, launch the probes, and get down to some scanning. And we'll re-engage the cloak as soon as the timer's off there, but go with the positioning here real quick. Slide this over. Okay, let's give that a shot. Top to bottom, we're good. And drop to 2. Okay, that did not give me as much progress as I had hoped for. Higher scanning difficulty is usually a good sign, but we'll just keep at it here. One of the reasons I love the Metamorphosis, even if you don't have your scanning skills up, all of that is added to you as a roll bonus instead of like per skill level bonus, like with the regular scanning ships. So if you don't have those skills trained up yet, you can still get full strength. That's another wormhole. Okay. Not what I was expecting, but it'll do. Plus you can get the deviation bonus as well, which is awesome. I think a couple of the covert ops scanning ships can also get that from the covert ops skill. The Anathema and I want to say the Buzzard are the two that still get that bonus. Alright, so let's move on here. Oh, there's a nice big one out here. Okay. That's where we're going. There towards the center of the system is kind of a mess. Let's jump it back up to 8. Go ahead and analyze. Yep, and if any of you guys are new to the channel, feel free to follow. It helps us, and we do appreciate it. Plus, you get notified when we go live, so you can always tune in for whatever we get up to. It's usually wormhole stuff, but I'm looking at some other things. One of the big things that I want to do is actually start doing the combat sites in wormholes. I do not have the skills for it yet, but we're getting there. I tried to do a C1 combat site with my Dragoon the other day, and it got tore up pretty fast. I just barely managed to warp out before getting fully destroyed. And I'm thankful I was able to warp out. But yeah, clearly was not ready for that. So it'll be a little bit before we jump back into that, but okay. Yeah, I've heard people say that you can run it with a Dragoon, but I have a feeling it's with a lot better skills than what I have at the moment. So yeah, I think something more like a cruiser or battle cruiser would be a good choice. Yeah. Unfortunately, I haven't been around long enough to have gotten a Gnosis on this character. I do have another account that got one, so I might transfer it over. Actually, not a bad idea. So this is a lot of wormholes in here, apparently. I love that. And jump down to 1. Okay, that's locked down. Next up is this guy. I'm thinking this was furthest from our thing, but it looks like the other end is going to our bookmark for the exit portal. I'm gonna guess that that's what this is. Yeah, 100% that's what that is. 100%. We're just gonna skip that. Alright, 4 maybe. Let's stop it to 2 because it didn't really change much. Unless it's just down at the other end. But it didn't do the sound like it got no signal. There we go. That's a very clear, like, it's not here. That's what we needed. Honestly, this will probably end up at least identifying our wormhole signature while we're scanning it, so. Well, they're both pretty close to the bookmark, aren't they? Yes. There really could be either of these. Guess we'll see. Yep, there's our wormhole. Alright, so we actually do need the 2 AU. Okay, that's another wormhole. Yeah, there's been nothing in this system but wormhole connections. And it's a little insane. Okay. So that's our one home, so we don't need to scan that down. There's another one, apparently. Okay, pretty much right on, top to bottom. Like 4 will do it. I mean, honestly, the Gnosis makes sense for me. Like, I've already got the Metamorphosis and the Sunesis, so I might as well just finish off the collection, right? That's what I've heard. I'll have to do some research and see, like, best ways to fit it up and all that. Oh my, yeah, this whole system is just wormholes, looks like. Oh, that's good. Yeah. That is handy. Especially if you find yourself like a vital core, you want to come back for the rest of that. Nice. Yeah, that's good. Alright, we know that's a wormhole. And then there's only one other signature in here. Let's go ahead and jump to the other signature and just see what it is. I imagine so, yeah. It's like, I love the look of the Dragoon and like what it does, but like at the end of the day, it's still a destroyer and there's only so much it can do. So save that for abyssals, maybe some PvP, like faction warfare stuff, but leave the wormhole combat sites to something a little bit more robust. Well, looks like 4 will handle that one too. Yeah, I've heard it's pretty versatile. So I'll definitely have to check it out, see if I can see what the prices look like. To make sure I'm not flying something I can't afford to lose, but I think we'll be okay. Do decently well on the exploration usually, so it generally is enough to support my other hobbies. Gas site? What kind? Minor perimeter? Okay. And then we know that's a wormhole. We might as well finish scanning it down, just in case. Kinda looks like another explorer already came through this area, though. There's just, like, no data in relic sites to be had at all. Or maybe it just didn't spawn any, but it's kind of unusual. This should lock this down. We can see where these go. Alright, we'll start at the top of the list this time. Come on. There we go. Alright, so I've never kept the cloak on this long. I'm assuming it just destabilizes once this like hits 0. Doesn't seem like that'll be too big a deal, but what do we got here? Goes into null. Yeah, we could do that. Why not? See if we can find any more data or relic sites. Finish the air careers goal. That'd be handy. Oh, I didn't even realize this was a cataclysmic variable system. Yep. And it was about to collapse anyway, so at least I think so. Alright, local has 6 people in it, so we're probably not hanging out here. The only signature is our exit, so there's no point in sticking around. Let's just go right back. System's a little busier than I'd like my null-sec systems to be. Alright, so let's check out CZM. We're going to align to re-engage our cloak. And then warp to within 10. Yeah, so ABB, kind of a no-go for us. The busy null-sec system, that's not what we're looking for. This looks like it goes to high-sec. In fact, I'm almost... Yep, high security space. It is reaching the end of its natural lifetime though, so probably don't want to go through there. Looks like it's a Mars base based on the yellow, which that's where we came from anyway. So not a huge advantage to us. Let's keep going. JNV. A lot of wormhole connections, but so far not great ones. Maybe a different low sec or null sec connection would work fine. This, I'm guessing, is a C5. That's going to decloak us. That's fine. Yeah, dangerous unknown parts of space. Alright, that's not for us. Line here. If we can get far enough away from this to re-engage the cloak. That should do. I may have accidentally clicked warp to 0, so that might be my fault. Yep, dangerous unknown parts of space. So that again is not one for us. Try VOC 58. Alright, what's the info look like here? Dangerous unknown parts of space. Again, not for us. Within. That looks like the last option, so that's not for us. We're just going back to the first wormhole and seeing what we can find in there. In the next acceptable one. Nope, I definitely didn't tell it to get this close. Alright, show me info. Dangerous unknown parts of space. Yep, so we're gonna head to the exit. Man, I really expected this to have, like, somewhere we could go, but a failing high-sec connection and a null-sec system that's way too busy to be in. That's not what I'm looking for. That's not what I'm looking for. Exploration as it is with real estate. It's all about location, location, location. Okay, so VML is our exit. CVB is where we just went through. So now, we'll check out FSL, which, if I recall, we'll go ahead and do the 10 km thing anyway, in case. But I do remember this one being one that was a good option for us. Show info. Unknown parts of space. Not yet had its stability disrupted. Got at least 4 hours left and up to medium-sized ships. That'll do. Okay, so we can remove exit to 1. As the other side of this will be the new exit to 1. Once we get there. This warp is all over the place. Like, sometimes it'll really drop you 10 km from the target, and sometimes it puts you right on top of it. So, you just never know. Okay, this is another cataclysmic variable. Class 1. I mean, this is basically a C1 system. We've got 4 signatures here. Yeah, perimeter ambush. That's definitely a C1. Let's go ahead and save our exits. Okay, not in saves. Alright, and let's take a look at the system as a whole. We're over here. We want to go over here. Red Devil House. Okay, so this is an occupied system. Alright, so we want to be nice and sneaky. There are a couple retrievers in this system. Do a little recon here. Planning Department of the War Literature Club. That's kind of funny, actually. Click for corporate information. Can't even really tell if there's a corporation here or not. Judging by their ship names, some sort of Chinese corporation. So, yeah. You know what, honestly, for me, I don't think it's worth it to mess with a system that's actively occupied. So, we're just going to go down to the next one. I'm not even worried about it. There's only 4 signatures here anyway. And one of them is our exit, Wormhole. Like, if I can see them on D-scan, they can definitely see me on D-scan. And certainly they will have noticed my presence. And I just don't want to stick around, so we're just gonna hop right on out of here. We're really just kind of getting shut down here. Okay, that was... Yep, FSL. Next one was IIM. Let's align to that guy. Our cloak re-engaged. And warp on over there. I seem to remember this potentially being like a C5 or C4. Which we usually don't mess with, but I mean, if we can find like a vital core or reservoir or something, that would top up the night pretty good. Info. Oh no, this was the null connection. It's reaching the end of its natural lifetime anyway. So NQR. I mean, I don't mind doing some more null sec shenanigans, but it'll have to be the right null sec system. Yeah, this, as I recall, was a C5. Yeah, dangerous unknown parts of space. Probably won't last another day. Hasn't had its stability significantly disrupted, so let's actually check it out. Maybe it'll connect us back to a C1 or C2 or C3 system. A lot of the C5s are occupied, so we'll see what shows up here. Alright, we're going to get rid of this. A wolf rat. Nice. Okay, so first things first, let's leave our exits. Alright, let's look at the system. Oh, this is a ginormous system. Yikes. Okay. Alright. You can do that. And you do have a station. I haven't seen anything like specifically active though. So let's wind here. Click back up. Go ahead and warp to within 100. We're going to set up our safe. Okay, we'll do it right there. There's plenty of room for deep safes in this system. Like, dang. Okay, I'm in proximity to the station, and I'm getting nothing on the D-scan here. Hop back over to our thing and get some show info on this. Chubby Shack, One-Winged Abyssals. Alright, let's talk about Corporation. Haven't run into R-Corp, apparently. Member of Dreads amongst Drifters. Don't know them, they don't seem to be active presently. Could be an abandoned station, that happens all the time. So yeah, let's see if there's at least a wormhole connection somewhere in here to something better for what we're doing. Let's go ahead and edit our safe so it is properly named. Alright, got that. This is the real test. You launch some probes. And then just watch the D-scan. Yeah, I don't want to start over there. We can start in the center, that's fine. Let's click back up. This is a truly massive system. Alright. That's 8 AU. But yeah, I didn't want to start with the ones over by the station, just in case someone's over there descanning. I didn't see anyone on D-scan while I was over there, so I doubt there is, but you never know. And honestly, I don't intend to stay on the system super long, just want to find a wormhole to somewhere better suited to what we're doing tonight. And typically in these occupied systems, pretty much what is left is wormhole connections, so I'm hopeful that we'll find something here. Oh, it's actually a data site. Interesting. Not what was expected at all. If I remember my research correctly, yeah, it's unsecured. The data and relic sites that we are looking for do not spawn in systems like this. So I guess if we find any more relic or data sites, like once we have them identified as such, we could just ignore them because they aren't going to be anything that we would want anyway. That's a 2. There's only 2 things we would be looking for in a system like this: a wormhole connection to something more suitable, or potentially one of the good gas sites. But I think ideally probably a wormhole that's more suitable to what we're doing would be great. And there we go. There's a wormhole. Told you there'd be one in here. Now, where does it go? Who even knows? But guess we'll find out. Now, more than likely, there's another C5 connection in the system somewhere. There's a lot of times they connect to each other. Do I want to stay in this system, or do I want to just check and see if that's a good wormhole? Honestly, I kind of want to see if that's a good one. So let's warp to within 100. Leave the probes out for now. Okay, just seeing my probes. Good sign. And show info. Deadly unknown parts of space. Well, that's not for us. Nope. Unless we've got nowhere else to go. So let's head back to our spot and down some more stuff here. Maybe this one? This guy. Let's start with 4, maybe? Nope, maybe an 8. Man, this system is so big. Well, obviously one of these is going to be the wormhole we came in on, and that's fine. But a couple of them won't be, so we'll see what they're at, what they actually are. I guess that is our exit wormhole right there. It jumps down close to the bookmark. Makes sense. Yeah, this is a relic site. We don't care about those in the system. They just are not going to be anything that is stuff that we want. Yeah, let's try 2AU. Maybe we'll get lucky and it's right there. If not, we'll jump up to 4 and that'll be fine too. Okay, it's a wormhole, and it's not our wormhole. So... finish it off here. This might not do it. I might have to go half AU to get it like all the way there, but let's see. Nope, that got it. Alright, let's go take a look at this one. There's the scanner probes. Show info. Okay, unknown parts of space. It's reaching the end of its natural lifetime, so that's no good for us. Well, darn it. That's the right kind of wormhole system, but that's just not gonna work. So let's jump down here. After we go back to our safe. I really did not want to scan these if I did not have to, but here we are. Now hopefully one of these is C123 connection that's not at the end of its life. That would be ideal. Like, there's no guarantee. Okay, it's a wormhole, so that'll do. There's no guarantee that I won't go through that and it won't just collapse right behind me. I have no idea how much time is left on it at all. And yeah, I just don't want to do the whole Lost in Space thing with less than an hour left in the stream, so maybe at the beginning. Alright, let's go ahead and visit this one and see what we're looking at here. I mean, so far so good on the D-scan. It's such a massive system, like, I think they would struggle to find anyone with combat probes, even at their max resolution. I doubt they could reasonably. Dangerous unknown parts of space. Okay, so that's still not for us. Yeah, even at max resolution, I doubt if they would be able to scan the whole system all at once. So I think it would be a struggle. I think it would definitely be a struggle. Well, that was less than helpful. Just like reverse positions. Alright, that should have it. Okay, relic site. Don't care about relic sites. Probably this one then. Back to AU. I'm trying to find something that'll work for us here, but data site, that's no go. I think this is the last thing we haven't identified. That isn't our exit wormhole. I'm really hoping that this is a wormhole that we can use. If not, we're going back to the other one again and go into another one of the C4 or 5s, I guess. Let's see if it has a connection to something we can use. Alright, it is a wormhole, so that's good news. Now, the letter designation here is pretty high, and I've kind of been noticing that the more dangerous wormholes tend to be higher letter designations, and the C1 through 3s tend to be lower letter designations, which would make sense for tools like Evi and stuff that are able to identify specifically what kind of wormhole it is from the letter designation. So I'm guessing this is probably a C5 or 6. But we will check it out. Like I said, that's the last thing. That's not our exit. So we can go ahead and pull those in. Okay, no one on D-scan, that's still good. Dangerous unknown parts of space. Yep, that's C5. Wormhole has had its stability critically disrupted by the mass of numerous ships passing through and is on the verge of collapse. Dang. Well, that's definitely not one we want to go through. Alright. Let's get out of here. It's so disappointing. I'd really hope we'd have a good connection in there somewhere, but no such luck. Alright, now this is definitely going to drop our cloak. Fine, so we're just going to jump right through. And let's get rid of exit to 1, so we're not going back that way. And which one was that? Was N something, right? That was NQR. So let's try SRG. 1, 2. Gauge cloak. And warp to within 10. Oh, there's another metamorphosis in here. Scanning some stuff down. Nice. Alright. It's still got the 4 hours, dangerous unknown parts of space, but hopefully can connect us to less dangerous parts of space. So go ahead and enter. And VJL, I think, is our last chance. And that's, yeah, so there's SRG, which we're going into now, and VJL after that, and that's it. Honestly, though, if we don't find a good connection in here, what the heck is this? Some sort of rare asteroid anomaly? The shattered wormhole? That's kind of cool. Anyway, let's save our exit. Okay. And let's check out the system here. Another nice big system. So we are going to align. Put up our cloak. And we're up to within 100 kilometers of that. Not a ton of stuff going on here, doesn't look like. Safes. Alright, we're going to remove that and redo that because that was not what we were looking for. Alright, let's try that again. Got distracted just descanning as we were flying over stuff, and that does not work when you're trying to do a safe. So this will be good. Good and far from everything. This is a ginormous system. Like, absolutely huge. Actually makes the last one look kind of small by comparison, so. Alright, so let's warp to this. I want to see some info on this rare asteroid thing. W space blue A0 rare asteroids. It's decidedly not helpful. Oh, jeez. Alright, I'm not seeing any stations or anything, so that's always a good thing. Let's go ahead and decloak and launch some probes. Start with this guy. It's kind of insane how close you have to zoom in to like be just an 8 AU picture here. Oops. What system is this? Another cataclysmic variable. This is only a C4. So that's probably why it's not occupied. Most people want a C5 or like a C1 or... Not so much on the C4s. Yeah, this is with the remote armor repairs and penalties, local armor repairs, so. Yeah, there's a wormhole. Like that. And it's lower on the letter scale, so provided that it's still stable long enough, that could be our connection right there. I can scan it down. It's too sensitive. Okay. Let's try that. There we go. Alright, let's go take a look. Like I say, I think this is going to be it for us, so we're just going to drop in 10 kilometers away. Also seems very quiet in here, so I think we're good. Info, unknown parts of space, probably won't last another day. Not had its stability messed up, so that's our hole. Go ahead and go through. And for whatever reason, I'm not actually cloaked. Thought it was. Oh, and we should recover our probes. Don't want to leave those behind. That's why we have an extra set, just in case we do something like that, but... Okay. We're going to save this. Okay, there is not much in here, and I'm going to venture a guess that this has been cleared out. We are... Okay. Ships in the area. It's not appear to be occupied, though. That's good. Oh. Huh. This is a system I've been in before. Okay, this is a first for me. This is a first for me. That has never happened. But we're going to follow our normal procedure here. Align to... We're going to cloak up. We're going to warp through within 100 kilometers. I'm actually going to set up a new safe. Because why the heck not? That said, I'm still going to use the first safe, I think. But we'll go ahead and edit the location information. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and scan down these 4 signatures here. Those are way outside. Alright, let's go ahead and cloak back up. Get the ship moving. Okay, that's our exit portal. No question. At the only signature near that bookmark, that's the exit portal. We're not going to scan that. We are going to scan these other 3 though. That's why we're here. Kind of hoping these are like data or relic sites that spawned after this place got cleared out. My better judgment's telling me all of these are wormhole connections. But it might take us to a section of null, like quiet null, or it might take us to quiet low sec, and we can get up to some stuff in either place, so we'll check it out. Yep, that's a wormhole. Confirmed. So next up, okay. Alright, so that first wormhole that is our exit back to a C4 kind of ruins our theory. Because it starts with an A, but it takes us to dangerous unknown space, so I guess that's out. More often than not, I guess, it takes us to stuff, but we should still scan down everything just in case. And that's a wormhole. So that suspicion seems to be pretty close to the truth here. This has been cleared out and all that's left is wormhole connections. Like I said, that is okay. See where they go. And last but not least, this guy does not appear to have a bubble. So we can start at 4 AU. Work our way down from there. Alright, those are ours. No big deal. And a wormhole. Yep. Theory confirmed. No question. Okay, let's pull those probes in and see where these go. do our 10 km trick. Hopefully it doesn't drop us too close. Like I said, this system seems pretty quiet though, so I think we'll be okay. Alright, that one doesn't look too bad. I guess unknown space. Unknown parts of space, probably won't last another day. Hasn't had its stuff messed up. Now let's go ahead and check out the next one.
Drive active.
Really just looking to see if any of those take us to low sec or null sec. Because I generally try to watch out for connections like that. High security space. Beginning to decay and probably won't last another day. Green. So, Galente space? Definitely don't need to go to Galente space. That does explain why it's cleared out, though. Let's try this last one, see where it goes.
Drive active.
Yeah, if it has a high sec connection, a lot of times it's going to be cleared out. If I needed to go to Galente space for anything, that'd be a nice cut through. Couple wormhole systems. Looks like I might go to a Mars space. Low security space. Okay, probably won't last another day. Alright, that's kind of what we were hoping for. Believe it or not. Let's take a little trip down into low security space, see what we can get up to. Maybe there will be Relic and data sites. It doesn't happen very often. But we'll check it out. Yeah, that'll deactivate. And once we're through, we'll save this as exit to 3. Like there's one other person in system right now. Info. Nodos Industrial Inc. Security status 5.0. Okay. Well, this guy does not look like too big a threat, thankfully. Let's go ahead and save the wormhole. Locale. This is exit to 3 now. Let's check out the system. Let's go ahead and align to this. And then recloak. And do our safe real quick. Okay. Now there is a Tengu in system. Don't love that. Not had happy fun times with Tengu. That's over by a combat site though, so I'm gonna guess he's actually using that to run the combat site. That would be my theory anyway. So let's edit our safe info. Okay, that's all set. Let's. Okay, no one's on D-scan. We can decloak. Launch our probes. Get our ship moving. Just a little harder to pinpoint. I don't know if that actually helps or not, but hope so. And then we'll recloak and try to see what some of these signatures out here are. Okay, let's. There we go. I don't know what that was about. Just I hit a key or something. I'm pressing the C key instead of the B key. Like, that's not going to accomplish much. Hoping I can find enough data and relic sites to finish off the careers requirements. Really the only reason I do exploration in Lowsec right now is to try to finish those off. Okay, it is a data site. Have to switch our module, but that is fine. As long as it's one that we can actually use. I don't know if unsecured spawn in Lowsec or not, but regional. Yeah, we can do that. Okay, pull the drones in, or the probes in. We need to put this in the main hangar. There it is. We need to stop the ship. So far, so good. Go ahead and uncloak. And we're going to launch for self. Get rid of this for now. Pretty system. I'm close to a nebula of some kind, looks like. This mode with the depot timer, man, it takes a long time to cycle. I do not love that. Like, it's great that we can switch out our stuff. But yeah, I wish the deployment was faster. This cargo hold that in the middle of the depot bay and click back up. Perfect. Alright. Now, go ahead and warp to this and prepare to do our perch. Okay. It goes so far.
Warp drive active.
Alright, the perch did not work correctly. It is too far out, it looks like. No, we're still on grid. I don't know why the thing didn't pop up, but it worked. Okay, I'll take it.
Warp drive active.
Oh yeah, I need to decloak. So that upon arriving, we can actually target this. Alright, so far so good. Take that.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, I don't know why the thing doesn't pop up for the save. Maybe it's just slightly outside the range for that to pop up, but it's still on grid with the containers. Okay, Tengu is on the D-scan here. Look up. So I should drop off of his D-scan, and that will tell us. Basic combat probes will know we're good to leave the system. There's no combat sites over here. I don't think any of the stations are over here either. Drop the thing to 10. Yeah, he's still there. 5. No, he's still within 5 AU. 1. Okay, 1. Not so much. 2. Not so much. 3. 4, 5. No. Okay, he's outside the range of 5 now. Okay, he either cloaked, also, or he has left my D-scan area. So let's risk it. Go ahead and try another can.
Warp drive active.
Keep D-scanning. Alright, so far so good. Alright. Okay. Looks like he's legitimately not coming after me, so that's good. See if we can do these last 3 cans super fast.
Hard drive active. Hard drive active. Hard drive active.
I think there's one last can in this site. There is, in fact.
Hard drive active.
Alright, let's run to our safe. And get rid of our perch. Alright, we've got 5 minutes left in the stream. I don't think we're going to be able to scan down anything else in that amount of time. So we are going to head towards home.
Hard drive active.
Yeah, it looks like our total for the day, minus the Sisters Core probes, is 62, almost 63.
Hard drive active.
So not too bad. Yeah, not too bad. Not our best, 116 is still a record. But we actually managed to check some air career stuff off tonight too, so that's of benefit. So I am happy about that. Okay, let's go ahead and align to this. Get your cloak. And warp 10 km.
Warp drive active.
Of course, it doesn't count for anything if we don't make it home, so let's see if we can make it back to our home system. So far, we're pretty good. Love the cataclysmic variable. Skybox art there. Very cool. Very cool. And while we're on the way home, I'll go ahead and say thank you all for watching. Appreciate you all hanging out with us. It's been a very enjoyable evening. And those of you who are not yet following, go ahead and drop us a follow. It'll give you a notification next time we go live, which will actually be tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. In case you're wondering. And it just helps out the channel, and we appreciate it, so yeah. That's that, all the housekeeping stuff. Alright, now we're heading to the exit. Line 2. Recloak. There was another metamorphosis in here earlier. Go ahead and warp to 10 km. Dang it, I got too close to that wormhole, so it decloaked me. That's alright. I know you can warp cloak. The metamorphosis is still here. Like, what the heck are you even getting up to? There's, like, nothing to do here. Alright, let's go through. He's 100 kilometers away. I'm guessing he is staking out the wormhole. Alright, thankfully we are done for the night, so we'll get docked up. No one will be bothering us tonight, but it's a good try.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Alright, made it home. Anyone you can walk away from. So, haul for tonight, about 62, call it 62.5. Not too shabby. Go ahead and start putting this away. Thank you all for watching. It has been a great night, like I said. Go ahead and follow if you haven't followed, and we will catch you all tomorrow night at 7 p.m. if you all are up for it. So, yeah, thanks, and fly safe.